Willie presents.
Hey guys, it's Willie here, and I'd like to start a new series on my channel called Storytime with Willie. Now, me growing up in a wheelchair and growing up with a disability, I have got some interesting stories for y'all. And this first story happened a couple years back. I was still in high school at the time. Now, my high school is not the high school that I rode up to the field trip with. I rode up there with a different school because the minibus was already loaded down with other kids. And if y'all know anything about regular buses, they don't have a wheelchair lift. At least not where I live. It may be different in the area where you guys live, but where I live, only the buses with wheelchair lifts is the minibuses. So we had to leave early to come back and drop off those kids. So I was driving out through there in my M300. If you guys don't know much about my M300, go back and watch that other video I did. It's called Living with a Disability Part 2, My Wheels Part 1. I'm going to do part 2 here in a little bit, but I thought I would tell you all a little bit of a story about this thing before I did. So, I was driving back to the bus, and I had somebody beside me feeding me, because I can't feed myself and drive at the same time. I can't feed myself at all, but that's beside the point. So, in order for the lift to work on the minibus, you have to have the engine started, which is where my bus driver was starting the engine on the bus. It just so happens that Warriors Bus State Park had some landscape work done that day too, around the sidewalk that I needed to drive off of to get loaded on the minibus. Okay? So I was getting up to the sidewalk, and I have to admit, I was going maybe a little bit too quick. I was full throttle on this thing with a full battery. And the full throttle on a full battery equals out to about 6.5 miles an hour. I didn't think it was that fast because, I've been driving these things since I was about 4. That's been about 14 years ago, but I started driving wheelchairs. Apparently it was a little bit too fast because I'm going to show you a picture right now. And guys, this happened when I landed sideways off the sidewalk. I impacted the asphalt at 6.5 miles an hour, which probably wasn't too smart on me. But see, what happened was I locked it up as soon as I felt the wheelchair start tipping, but it already had enough momentum to where when it just hit the dirt, because it wasn't compacted down or nothing, it just kept on rolling. Let's talk about the weight of my wheelchair. At the time, it had me in it, plus it had a couple of my books, everything I needed for the field trip. So it equaled out to be about 500 pounds. My wheelchair took most of the hit, but as you guys can see from the picture, my head took some of the hit too. So I'm the one that hollered out, hit my power button on my wheelchair. Cause see, when I rolled over, the wheelchair was still on, and I had enough about me to realize it was still moving because of the weight of my handle I had on my joystick. Okay, sorry there, guys. I know that wasn't very professional, but I had to get the news. So yeah, I hollered, somebody hit the green button, because he has my power button on it. It's colored green. So somebody heard me holler that out. They hit the green button, wheelchair stopped. Now, guys, something you got to realize here. I'm laying on my right side with my head on the asphalt, still buckling into my wheelchair. So yeah, that was kind of scary for me, but somebody unbuckled my wheelchair, unbuckled me from my wheelchair. I don't even know who it was, but I rolled out of the wheelchair at that point, and everybody's like, lay still, lay still. Well, I was more worried about my wheelchair than I was myself at this point, because I don't know how insurance works where you guys live at, but my insurance doesn't like a quick turnaround on anything that I need. So I know if I messed up a wheelchair at all, I was going to be sent without it for a while, because even the simplest parts, like a boat, could take a month to come in if the wheelchair parts place ain't got it in stock. And this wheelchair, like I said in my other video, is a Swedish made wheelchair, so the parts ain't exactly available in the US, so you gotta wait for them to ship it over. So yeah, so they're telling me to lay still at this point. Well, I was trying to get over to the wheelchair to make sure it was okay. I'm just gushing blood at this point, and I had a white Hollister shirt on. Matter of fact, still got the shirt. And it basically stained my shirt with blood. So, my backup aide at that time, because see, this is what's messed up at this part of the situation. I had my regular aide and then my backup aide. Well, my regular aide, Mr. Corey Brown, I hope you don't mind me shouting you out there, Corey. He couldn't even come to see what was wrong with me. Because they had him watching other kids. Okay, his job was to watch me at the pantry, not be watching other kids. But they wouldn't even let him come to me. So yeah, and guys, I'm sorry if I'm getting kind of messed up, but I'm trying to do this all in one cut. So yeah, luckily though, my backup aide, Amber Fanning, hope you don't mind me shouting you out there, Amber, but there you go. She heard that I flipped. Well, the bus driver already took the bus over at that point to get everybody that needed to be got. So, um, yeah, but she comes running up to me, and I could see her because I'm still alert at this point, walking up to me, and she was running so hard and so fast she had to stop and catch her breath before she could even pick me up. Now keep in mind, guys, they still have me laying on the ground at this point. All they've got is a pillow off the bus for me to lay my head on. she was leaving someone to me. You up. When she got to me, she picked me up and absolutely stood me up. And she's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yes, I know where I am. I know who I am. I'm good." So she was holding me up at this point so I could stand because I really can't stand by myself. Well, my caseworker at that time, Miss Beth Ann Everhart, there you go, Beth Ann, she gets to me a few seconds sooner because she rode the bus back. By this time, they already had my wheelchair flipped back over. So Amber put me back in the seat and they was addressing my head wound because I'm still bleeding at this point, so they was trying to get the bleeding to stop. And they finally got the bleeding to stop, and their fear was a concussion or something. So my mom was at work. I'm probably about an hour and a half away from where I flipped. So my bus driver. So I still had to ride back on the bus at this time. So my bus driver called my mom and she's like, "Willie's had an accident. What hospital do you want us to meet you at?" My mom elected the one that's right out by my house here, maybe about 15, 20 miles away. So she's like, "Okay, we'll meet you there." So as soon as I clear me to load the wheelchair on the bus, I load the wheelchair on the bus. And the bus aide rides back with me. So my CNA at the time, he was scheduled to come in at 2:30 that day. Well, this was about 12 when we called my mom. So we know we was gonna get to the emergency room about 1 or 1:30. So my mom goes ahead and calls my CNA, and if you guys don't know what a CNA is, I'll explain that one in a later video, but I won't get into it that much in this video. She calls him, and he goes ahead and gets ready to come on up here in case I need him or something. So I get there, and they're asking me what happened. I explained to them what happened, and they're like, "Okay, so they stick me in the waiting room for a few minutes." And so I was waiting on the doctor to get there. And my CNA comes in, he's like, "What the heck did you do?" So I told him, and he could see that my wheelchair took some damage because, my armrest was all scratched up because all I got on this thing is plastic armrest with a little bit of leather on top of it. Good design, it's just I wish it was a little bit better. And then my pressure side fender in my drive tire took most of the damage too. I think I got a picture of it. I might enter it right here. It's not my wheelchair on the accident, but just to give you an idea on what I'm talking about. So yeah. So I go back to the back, and I was waiting on the doctor to come in. How they're like, "What happened?" I explained to him again what happened. They're like, "Okay, wait a minute, the doctor will be in here." Doctor comes in. He's like, "Yeah, you hit pretty bad, didn't you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did." And the doctor's like, "Okay, you gotta take the shot." My mom's like, "Well, what if he has a concussion or nothing?" Doctor's like, "Did you pass out?" I'm like, "No, I didn't pass out." Doctor's like, "Well, there ain't no need for a scan or nothing." So he just gave me a tetanus shot, sent me on my way to the house. Never even scanned me for a concussion or nothing. So I guess as long as you don't pass out, they don't consider you having a concussion. So I was kind of worried that night about going to sleep. So, so I stayed up to about 11, but then I finally went to sleep. Woke up fine that next morning, got my stuff on, went to school. And principal comes, checks on me, and she's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." But she can see my head, because, one night ain't gonna heal it. Of course, my mom sends the school the bill, because she thinks that they ought to pay it. And really, the way that they get out of paying the field trips, in case anything happens, the form that comes on with y'all on a field trip that says, do you give your kid permission to go on the field trip? If you sign that yes, saying that they can go, they cannot be held responsible. Did you all know that? Alright, so that's the end of my story. Obviously, I'm fine. I wouldn't be making this video today. We'll catch y'all in the next one. I'm out for now. Subscribe and like us on Facebook down below. Catch y'all later.